Oh, may I call you Bob? I feel people used to call you Bob. Okay.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Over to the right.
There.
Yeah.
And now there.
Do you think it's worth walking round slowly?
Yeah. Robert? Robert? Oh.
What?
Oh.
What's the matter?
I'm feeling here, just very, very, very to the chill to the side of me. Okay. Bob. I know you're close. I know you're close, Bob. Can you feel the chill here?
It's very cold, actually.
Oh, can you feel it if you come over?
Oh, flipping heck.
Yeah,
Flipping heck.
absolutely.
It's coming through like a real cold blast of
Yeah,
air.
go on, mate. Yeah.
Real cold blast of air is coming
Yeah.
through here.
Yeah. Please put the effort in. Yeah. Yes, we're recognising that you are, and we know that you are moving about. To walk back a bit.
Yeah.
So we can just,
Yeah.
where those noises are coming from.
Shit's okay.
What?
I thought that was you then.
What?
Something nudged my shoulder.
I haven't touched you.
So I know, because I just seen you just there. I was just here, looking in that tank there, and I turned around and something sort of...
Just before we all started shooting in here earlier, I was getting a GV inside the actual tank, and I could have sworn I saw somebody standing beside me.
Well, I just walked past it, and I thought, that's why I spun round and checked where you were straight away, that somebody went like that. As I walked past. I know, you were at least 3 or 4 feet away when I turned around and looked. But that's, I've gone all goosepimply now.
Can I just check which tank we're talking about?
Yeah, it's the T-34.
Well, that's the one.
I know.
What do you mean that what's wrong?
The suspect tank.
Well, this is the tank where people have heard it sort of cooling down when it's not been running, and that's why I was just checking it when I walked past. And as I did that and put my torch down, it's like something went like that on my shoulder and pushed it.
The noises we heard were very distinct. It definitely sounded as if someone was moving around.
Yeah, there's another one.
We stayed in the ambulance room for a considerable amount of time. It seemed odd that the noises we all heard just suddenly stopped. At 6 o'clock in the morning, when the rest of us had packed up and gone for a long-deserved sleep, Carl was still hoping for something to happen in the tank. His patience was rewarded.
Footsteps. That is definitely footsteps. Can't go too fast. I've left my torch in there. I definitely heard footsteps. Oh, it's freezing in here. I hope I've picked that up. I definitely heard footsteps. And this is where footsteps have been heard a lot, walking up to this door. Was that open before?
This place is absolutely fantastic. I had really great expectations because of the residual energy that must have been in these vehicles and around the place.
When I first walked into the office, it became very apparent to me that there was a gentleman, a strong-willed gentleman, a man of courage, strength. He's still in his office, and that man will continue to want to be there. I'd say, leave him. He's a good man. He's a good soul. He's got good memories here.
What happened to me was I actually felt something push me on
left shoulder. And I just immediately turned around to see if it was a vet. She'd bumped into me by accident, but she was nowhere near me. She was about 4 or 5 feet away.
I was quite keen to go in the T-34 tank alone, but needless to say, I didn't pluck up the courage to do that again. But one day I will actually do something on my own.
To be honest with you, it actually felt like there was something following us around. The noises that were heard in the place, there were some voice noises heard, some footstep noises heard. All these sounds have been heard before.
This place is active, very active. Active by a negative soul and also active by a very courageous soul. And if I may add, when the two come together, there's a little bit of a battle still going on.
Looking at Derek's walk around, and in particular the point where he's apparently been possessed by Berry Savoury, and he's even taking on some of the mannerisms, apparently, of this person, it seems to be quite striking that he is actually, maybe contacting this deceased person. But in my opinion, there's nothing there at all of any strong evidential value. So, for example, even when members of the team ask Derek to give the name of the person he's apparently been possessed by, he's not able to even give that name. So for me personally, there's nothing there at all of any strong evidential value.
Shit.
What?
I thought that was you then.
What?
Something nudged my shoulder.
I haven't touched you.
So, I know, because I've just seen you just there.
There appear to be a number of very unusual experiences when the crew are in the ambulance hall. So, for example, they're hearing noises, also there are very unusual cold areas, and there's even a point where Phil feels though he's been brushed against. Now, for me, there seems to be some very possible, normal, conventional, logical explanation for these things, which for most people should be fairly apparent. For Phil's one, for example, I think it just simply is imagination running away with him.
Footsteps. That is definitely footsteps.
I'm particularly impressed with Carl's dedication in the fact that he stayed up right up until 6 in the morning, and at that stage he's even there inside the tank, which is supposed to be haunted, and he's so desperate to hear these apparently haunted footsteps which other people have heard in this location. Now, one potential explanation might be that, well, because he's so desperate to hear these noises, and also it's very, very early in the morning, he's had no sleep, perhaps again he's just imagining things. The fact that the camera microphone appears to pick up the noises does suggest that's not the most likely explanation. But again, alas, all we're left with are some footsteps where there's no obvious source. So is it paranormal, or was it simply walking past and Carl didn't see that person there?
This for me has been a fascinating 24 hours. It's been really, really interesting, but most of all, being with all these amazing artefacts has made our investigation. Until the next time on Most Haunted, sleep tight.
The walkie-talkie has just fallen off the table.
The galleries of justice.
Slitting someone's throat.
Built in the 14th century. A murderer hung on the steps.
What was that?
6 people killed in the crush to watch.
And then I heard it.
A 14-year-old girl imprisoned for burglary. Found dead in her cell. The galleries of justice. Come spend the night. An all-new episode of Most Haunted next Tuesday at 9 on Living TV. Don't watch it alone.